Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Welcome back all my regular viewers, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So I thought that I would maybe go with the lighter colour for this set because I know the autumn colours are a bit more muted, so I just thought I would bring a little bit of colour to this set. So I had got a new glitter from Glitterbels. It was the Donut Sugar. It's one of their loose glitters, and I was just dying to use it. So this is what I've done with it. So I normally don't show me putting the tips on, but I got these new tips from Glitter Planet UK, and they are their extra long tips. But when they arrived, I was so disappointed. They're very, very like the McCart tips that you get, and they're so thick. They, as you can see from the picture here, that they curve down, and oh my goodness, the filing that you have to do to actually get yourself a nice tapered nail, because they can kind of fan out on the sides of them. So yeah, I don't think I'll use them again for doing any nails. I'd maybe use them just as practice nails if I'm, you know, just doing colour or something like that, but I definitely won't be using them for any more of my videos. So the only reason I got them was because I saw on their website that it said, you know, that they were extra long, and I thought, well, you know, the easy tips, they're quite long, but yeah, I love doing long sets, so I got these, and they just, oh yeah, they're just nothing like what you can see on the website. So yeah, bit of a nightmare. So you can see, even whenever I'm just trying to taper in that little nail, I have to go in with my board file, and then you also have to blend them. You know, the easy tips are just so much easier. You literally just stick them on. There's no blending. You just cut the tip off them if you want to have like a coffin nail, but these are a lot of work. So after a lot of filing, I kind of got them into like a tapered coffin shape, and now I'm just going through some of the colours that I'm using on this set. So I'm going to start off on the little finger, and I'm going to be using this gorgeous glitter. It's called Donut Sugar. It's absolutely amazing, and the colours in it are just perfect as well for this time of year. So to pick up the loose glitter, you need to pick up a bead of your clear. In this case, I'm using glass slippers. All the acrylic I'm using today is from Glitterbels, because you all know how much I love Glitterbels. So yeah, the first bead that I pick up is with the glass slippers, and then once I have it on the nail and it's wet and tacky, I then just place loose glitter on top of that, and that just kind of intensifies your glitter and makes sure that there's no gaps. So I'm just going to spread this down the nail. I'm not taking it right to the free edge. I want to kind of have like a glass nail at the very, very end. So once this is been cured, I'll go in at the end and I'll cap it all in the glass slippers. Moving on now to the ring finger, and I'm getting in with Nude Blush Cover. I used this on my last video. It had been lying in my drawer for absolutely ages, and I completely forgot all about it. I got it out a day or two ago to do another set, and I just remember just how absolutely gorgeous it is. So I am using it again in this video. So on the ring finger, I'm going to do an extended nail bed with the Nude Blush Cover, and then once that's cured, I'll come back, shape it up, and I'll finish the rest of the nail. And also, as it's a core powder from Glitterbels, it means that that's a strength powder, so I can go ahead and I can build up my apex, and then when it comes to capping the nails, I don't need to cap over the Nude Blush Cover. I just need to cap over any of the coloured acrylic. Onto the middle finger, and again I'm going in with the nude blush cover to make an extended nail bed, and then once that is cured I'll go ahead and finish the rest of the nail. So I will again build up the apex as it's a core powder. Onto the pointer finger now, and again I'm going back in with the nude blush cover, but this time I'm starting up at the cuticle area and I'm going to bring it down in a diagonal line, and I'm going to do some colour blocking. I'm not going to be using my cutting tool, my little craft knife or anything like that. I'm just going to do it with my brush because I want to sweep it into like a curve. And moving on to the thumb, again in all of my videos, if I'm doing a thumbnail, because a lot of them in the past I haven't done the thumb, I've only been doing the 4 fingers, but if I am doing the thumb in any sets, whether it's, you know, using my Handolly or whether it's on a client, I will normally do the little finger and the thumb the same. So again, just to pick up the loose glitter, you need to take up a bead of your clear, your glass slippers, and then you can place the glitter on top of that directly, or you can do, I kind of do both. I kind of initially pick up a bead of clear and dip it into the glitter, and then once it's on the nail, then I'll just dip my brush directly into the glitter and then pop that on the nail whenever it's still tacky. So back to the nails now that I've used the nude blush cover in, and I'm going in with my metal board file, and I'm just going to sharpen up the smile lines, and that means that when I butt any colour up to it, it's going to be nice and crisp and sharp. So back to the middle finger, and I'm going in with glass slippers, and I'm going from the smile line down to the free edge, and once that starts to mattify, I'm going to go in with some netting, and I'm going to emboss the netting pattern onto that glass slippers. So now that it's mattified, before I put the netting onto the nails, I dipped it in the glass slippers acrylic just so that the netting won't stick to any of the acrylic whenever I'm trying to pull it off. You don't want to press too tightly on this because you literally just need to press it in and take it off straight away. If you go in too tight, there's a possibility when you take it off, you're going to take the acrylic with it. So back to the pointer finger, and I'm going in now with Snowdrops White, which is going to be the second part of the colour blocking. Again, I'm only going to use my brush to like get the line nice and sharp, I'm not going to go in with any cutting tool. So back to the middle finger now, and I'm going in with Primrose, which is one of Glitterbels coloured acrylic. It is a shimmer. You probably can't see it too much on the camera, but you should be able to see it when I take the photographs at the end. So I'm doing, it's almost like a little colour wash that I'm doing over the glass slippers, so that the colours of the primrose then go into the pattern of the netting, so you can see like the whole outline of the net. Then I've went in with the donut sugar, couldn't get it out there, just on one side of the free edge, and then on the other side I've done the primrose. So on again to the pointer finger, and I'm going in with Primrose, and that will be my third colour block. And again, I'm just going to use my brush just to build up the wall, so that whenever I'm next put on the donut sugar, it will be nice and crisp. So this time I haven't waited on the primrose actually curing, I've just went straight in then with the donut sugar at the end. I have found though, working with the coloured acrylics, whenever you are using any of the acrylics that have a shimmer in them, they do take slightly longer to cure. So back now to the ring finger, and I'm going in again with glass slippers, the same as I did on the middle finger. And then once that starts to mattify, I'll take my netting and I'll emboss the pattern on this one as well. So on the netting pattern, I actually went in with Snowdrops White, which unfortunately I didn't show on the video, but I did exactly the same as what I did on the middle finger with the primrose, so it's almost like a colour wash. So now what I'm doing is I'm going in with Primrose, and I'm just going to do some 3D flowers, but I'm going to keep them quite flat because I'm actually going to encapsulate them in whenever I'm capping the rest of the nail. Again, like I said earlier, when you're working with any shimmered acrylics, sometimes they do take a little bit longer to cure. So when I'm picking up a bead to do my 3D flowers, I pick up quite a wet bead of acrylic, and then I drain out any of the excess liquid onto a cotton disc, and then I'll place it on the nail. And for the next flower, I'm going to go in with Snowdrop White with a tiny bit of the Primrose mixed with it. So again, I've picked up a really wet bead of acrylic, and I've drained out any of the excess liquid. So I put my point of my brush right in the middle of that bead and kind of push it out into a C shape. And then I just use the belly of my brush just to press it down and start to form the petals. And I'll continue that until I've got to a point where there's only enough space to do the center of the flower. And just to highlight the free edge of, or not the free edge, the smile line, I'm going in with some Primrose, and I'm just butting it right up to that smile line. Then I'll go in with some of the Donut Sugar loose glitter, and I'll just put that different little spots all over the nail. So now that I've just placed some of the glitter on, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cap all the nails in glass slippers. I'm only going to show one of the nails being capped though, just to keep the length of the video down, as I never like the videos to be too long for you guys. So now that all the nails have been capped with the glass slippers, I'm going to go in and do my normal filing routine. So when I'm doing my normal filing routine, I always start at the side walls and make sure they're nice and straight. I am using my Glitterbels metal board file, which if you want to get those really straight lines, this is the file to use. So yeah, I do the sidewalls first, then I go to the lower arch and make sure that's nice and straight. Then I go to the free edge and make sure that's nice and straight. Once I've done all that, I go to the cuticle area and make sure that's nice and flush. I will change to just a normal board file because I do find the metal board file, whenever you're like doing the rest of the nail, you kind of need a little bit of flex on your file, just so that you can contour it that wee bit better. Once I'm happy with the shape and the nail looks nice and symmetrical, there's no obvious lumps and bumps, I always finish off with my buffer block. So now all the nails have all been filed and shaped. I'm going in with some alcohol just to remove any dust and debris from the nails before I put on my top coat. So we should get a wow with these nails because we are using glitter and we're using a glossy top coat. So you can see I just love how the glitter comes to life. What I'm doing with this one is, because it's a glass nail, I'm actually putting some top coat under the underside of the nail just to make sure that it's completely glossy the whole way through. And as I'm using my Handolly and it's not on a real client, I'm just going to go ahead and any rhinestones I'm putting on the nail, I'm going to cure them into the top coat. If I'm doing it on a client, I will usually use the gripper glue from CJP because I think it's fantastic and it really does hold the rhinestones on until the client comes back for their maintenance. I'm only going to put the rhinestones on 2 of the nails though, because I think the other nails with the colour blocking and the glitter on them, that's enough. So on the ring finger, I've just done a little cuff around the cuticle area, and then on the middle finger, I'm going from the centre of the smile line right up to the centre of the cuticle area. And these are the finished nails, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up. And for those of you that haven't already subscribed to my channel, you could go ahead and do that now. And if you also hit the little notification bell, you'll not miss any more of my videos. And I will see you all in the next one. So take care. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.